Okay, I just had 2 shots of espresso, followed by a little knob. I'm feeling good to go. So I like to write. I like to write so much that I created a blog. If anyone out here has created a blog, they're familiar with the phenomena called nobody gives a shit. So I went and I looked at what successful bloggers do to try and emulate some of those things. And when I did that, everything changed. Posts started doing well on Hacker News. They got picked up by Boing Boing and the New York Times. And I was like, holy shit, what happened? Because it's definitely not my writing. So I wanted to take some of the things that I learned and applied and share them with you guys tonight. First one is find some wackos. Find a tribe and write directly for them, because it turns out a niche group on the internet is still a giant boatload of people. And if you write something just for them, they'll start to share it, and it'll leak into other networks as well. The second thing is that headlines matter. The internet skims, so you need to write titles for blog posts that are basically titles for grocery store checkout gossip rags. Right here we have James Altucher, How It Disappointed Tupac's Mom. I don't know how he did, but I desperately want to know. Next is distribution. Unless your personal blog has lots of distribution, which it doesn't, do a guest post. Take a whole bunch of different stories, pitch them to an editor. If they bite, then write it. I actually do it backwards, but I'm going to stop because that's a bad idea. So do as I say, not as I do. Then stand for something, a.k.a. start a holy war. Stop SOPA. Everyone blacked out their Twitter profiles. Wikipedia took a personal day. This is about making your success their success. And when you effectively do that, people will stand in line behind you. Most recently, Dalton Caldwell threw up 2 middle fingers, one for Facebook, the other for Twitter, and he's going to start a 4-pay social network. And everybody wants to see him do this because they know that it's totally impossible, but they're just glad that it's not them. He just hit his 500K crowdfunding profile. Cute bunny rabbit. The creators put this online. They said unless they get 50K, they were going to kill and eat the bunny rabbit. They got 24K, and they got a book deal out of it. General Mills' new brownie mix spokespeople are Cheech and Chong. So being controversial works. Corollary, if what you have isn't special, find a way to make it special. Catchy headlines won't do any good for you when you're Wheaties, nor will guest posts because nobody likes a corporate shill. But if you tap into the creativity of the web, you can do things like write on existing memes. So like the Tapatio casually pepper spraying cop. We have the Michaela Maroney not impressed gymnast on the box of Wheaties. You can have fun with it, and it can be about something bigger than just your story. And when all hope is lost, do something audacious. Last summer, with a group of friends, we were working on a game for Sir Mix-a-Lot, and we had all sorts of cool press lined up, but fundamentally, I was deeply paranoid that still nobody would give a shit. And so at the time, Turntable FM was this big, it was the big thing. So I suggested, let's put Sir Mix-a-Lot in a turntable room, and we created an avatar for him. We kind of hacked their DOM a little bit. And since TechCrunch wrote about everything that was turntable related at the time, they wrote about it, and it was really popular, and people loved it, and yeah, it was great. So when in doubt, rap. I don't know why this works, but that's like Brad Feld, and then there's the Grasshopper New Dork guy, and I think that's Mortimer the Woot Monkey. People can't seem to get enough horrible rap, and so that is your Hail Mary by default. The other thing is just to be different. If you fundamentally have something boring to say, all the tactics in the world aren't going to help you, and I think people are generally exhausted about self-indulgent startup bullshit. So if it's the lean startup, blah, 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 it's like Groundhog Day. And I think this is why we're so interested in things like SpaceX and things like the Mars rover landing, because those are they're bigger than us, and it's like a geek Super Bowl meets celebrity sex tape. We just can't get enough of it. But if you're dude, I'm not Elon Musk, what am I going to do? That's fine. You're still a cool person with a unique perspective and interesting stories to tell. And if you're not, stop everything and change that. And then come back and then write stuff. So practical application, let's use some of these things. So let's say that the theme we're tapping into is the NASA Mohawk guy, and our holy war is NASA's funding being cut. And so we're going to say, okay, cool. Not only is the funding cut a threat to space exploration, but general hunkiness. So we get everyone to shave mohawks and tweet pictures to their senator of their mohawks with a link to their Last.fm profile. So that's how we do it. So I'm actually going to do something a little bit different to wrap this up tonight. So you guys ready for that? Cool. So I'm going to wrap my Ignite up with the rap. We had lots of slides I need to recap. This is a textbook Hail Mary. In fact, let's rewind the textbook all the way back. You need to make sure your titles are fresh and guest post a lot for a niche interest. And even if you blow up like Kanye West, Michaela Maroney won't be impressed.